All of a sudden, these people just start screaming and yelling, and you just hear boom, boom, boom.
It's really scary. It's not something that you think would happen to you.
People were running all over the place and then hiding.
All I hear is gunshots. All I hear is people yelling, help, help, help. It was pretty scary.
The mad dash for Christmas presents turns into a mad rush for safety at a West Suburban mall. 4 people injured in a shooting tonight at the Oak Brook Shopping Center. Police tell us 2 people were shooting at each other in a corridor not far from Nordstrom. Customers and employees going into lockdown at stores across the mall.
We do have team coverage tonight. We're going to start with WGN's Jenna Barnes. She's live at Oak Brook with the very latest on this investigation. Jenna.
Lourdes and Ben, police tell us they have cleared about 1/3 of the mall, so officers are still going store to store to get customers and employees out and to look for a shooter they believe is still on the run. We're out here the night before Christmas Eve when so many people are wrapping up their Christmas shopping, even taking pictures with Santa. And just within the last hour, we saw a mall Santa here talking to police investigating a shooting at the mall tonight. Oak Brook police tell us 2 people who they believe knew each other got into a shootout outside the Ann Taylor store here near the Nordstrom around 5:45 tonight. Police believe there was also a companion involved who is now in custody. We're told 4 people were shot, taken to hospitals with non-life-threatening injuries. Police say one of them is a shooter, a man in his 30s, shot 3 to 4 times. The 3 other people shot were bystanders, 2 women in their 40s and a woman in her 20s, all taken to the hospital and thankfully all expected to be okay. We're told another woman is being treated for a broken ankle.
It's really sad, and my concerns and my prayers go to all of those who are affected. And the timing is bad, and certainly it's not something that we expected.
I can tell you that these offenders, speaking on behalf of our state's attorney, will be fully prosecuted. And we need to send a message that we don't tolerate this kind of crime in our county.
Police tell us they have recovered 2 guns as they continue to investigate and clear the mall. There are still a lot of people inside, so police have set up a family reunification site for anyone who is missing people, who's waiting for family members inside. That is at the Marriott Hotel across 22nd Street from the mall here. Ben and Lourdes.
Thank you, Jenna.
Well, take a look at the picture you see here. Police say these are 2 people that may have been involved, believed to be in custody, or at least one of them is believed to be in custody. One is at large tonight. Police still on the hunt for that possible 3rd suspect. Well, certainly a frightening night for shoppers and store employees at Oak Brook.
WGN's Mike Lowe is live from the shopping center with that part of the story. Mike.
Ben and Lourdes, good evening to both of you. Just 2 days before Christmas, this outdoor mall was understandably busy with last-minute holiday shoppers. But this evening, as those shoppers were looking for gifts, those suspects were engaging in gunfire.
Just hear boom, 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 just, everywhere.
Gunfire erupted at 5:45, shattering a sense of safety among shoppers and workers at Oak Brook Center Mall.
I had a worker here at Express, and all I hear was gunshots, really loud, in front of the store where I was working at.
Viviana Salas says she was locked down in the mall for 2 hours and witnessed others having emotional reactions.
I was in the safe room with the lady, and she was suffering from PTSD, and she was crying and screaming because her kids were in the mall by themselves, and she was really worried.
This shopper heard the gunfire and dropped to the floor for safety.
2 people come running into the store screaming, get down, but right before they come running in, we heard 3 or 4, I forget how many shots. It happened so fast.
Others called loved ones.
My daughter was in Nordstrom, and she called me and said that there was an active shooter, and they locked down, and we're from Naperville, so my son and I got in the car to come here and pick her up.
This man's son was trapped inside of Nordstrom.
SWAT let them know that they'll be released once SWAT runs through the whole store, make sure they have nobody else in the store.
Bystanders who were simply at the mall finishing their Christmas shopping were startled.
We saw like a huge flood of cops coming in. They were just telling us to leave, and we were like, okay. And so we started running.
Just 2 days before Christmas, the violent incident leaves many emotional and exasperated.
It's sad. I mean, especially in a place where you have kids, you got families, you have people just doing holiday shopping, and then you have people that just want to go and, ruin things, ruin something, something beautiful. It's sad.
And Oak Brook Center Mall is, of course, closed tonight. A large police presence remains here on the mall property as this investigation continues. Reporting live tonight in Oak Brook, Mike Lowe, WGN News.
Thanks, Mike.
Mike, thank you. And we want you to take a look at some of this as well. There's new video coming in showing the evacuation. It appears, at least in this section of the mall, it was a pretty orderly process. You can see SWAT teams directing shoppers out of the mall, most of them with their arms raised in the air to let police know they were safe and they were not a threat to them.